Once upon a time, in a world full of chaos and uncertainty, there lived a young man named Marcus. Marcus was not unlike many of us. He faced challenges, fears, and hardships that often left him feeling weak and overwhelmed. He wondered how some people remained calm and strong, no matter what life threw at them. One day, while searching for answers, Marcus stumbled upon an ancient philosophy called Stoicism. Little did he know, this discovery would change his life forever. Stoicism was not just a set of ideas. It was a way of life. It taught Marcus that true strength did not come from controlling the world around him, but from mastering his own mind. The Stoics believed that external events were beyond our control, but our reactions to them were entirely within our power. This simple yet profound idea became the foundation of Marcus' journey toward becoming mentally indestructible. The first lesson Marcus learned was the power of perception. The Stoics taught that suffering does not come from events themselves, but from our judgments about those events. For example, if someone insulted Marcus, he could choose to see it as an attack and feel hurt, or he could choose to see it as meaningless noise and let it go. By shifting his perspective, Marcus realized he could free himself from unnecessary pain. He began to ask himself, is this thing truly bad, or am I just interpreting it that way? This question became his shield against negativity. Next, Marcus discovered the importance of focusing only on what he could control. The Stoics divided life into two categories: things within our control and things outside of it. Our thoughts, actions, and choices belong to us, but everything else, other people's opinions, the weather, accidents, does not. Marcus used to waste energy worrying about things he couldn't change. But Stoicism taught him to direct his efforts only toward what he could influence. If it rained on his wedding day, he couldn't stop the rain, but he could choose to enjoy the moment anyway. This shift in focus gave him a tremendous sense of peace. Another powerful tool Marcus adopted was the practice of negative visualization. The Stoics believed that by imagining the worst-case scenario, we could prepare ourselves mentally and reduce fear. At first, this seemed strange. Why would anyone think about bad things on purpose? But Marcus soon understood its wisdom. By imagining losing his job, his health, or even his loved ones, he realized that he could survive these hardships. This exercise did not make him pessimistic. Instead, it made him grateful for what he had and fearless in the face of potential loss. Discipline was another key lesson. The Stoics were not passive. They trained their minds and bodies to endure discomfort. Marcus began practicing small acts of self-denial, cold showers, fasting, or waking up early. These challenges were not punishments but exercises in resilience. Each time he pushed through discomfort, he grew stronger. He learned that comfort was not the goal, growth was. Marcus also studied the Stoic concept of Amor fati, which means love of fate. Instead of resisting life's twists and turns, he learned to embrace them. When something bad happened, he would say, "This is what life has given me. How can I use it to become better?" A setback at work became an opportunity to improve. A betrayal by a friend taught him the value of trust. By accepting reality instead of fighting it, Marcus turned obstacles into stepping stones. Over time, Marcus noticed a profound change within himself. He was no longer easily shaken by problems. Criticism didn't break him. Failures didn't crush him. He had become mentally indestructible, not because life had gotten easier, but because he had gotten stronger. The story of Marcus is not just a tale. It is a path we can all follow. Stoicism does not promise a life without pain, but it gives us the tools to withstand any storm. By controlling our perceptions, focusing on what we can change, preparing for adversity, practicing discipline, and loving our fate, we too can build an unshakable mind. So if you ever feel weak or overwhelmed, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Train your mind like a muscle. Face challenges with courage. And above all, remember this: you are stronger than you think. The power to become mentally indestructible lies within you, just as it did within Marcus. The journey begins with a single step. Will you take it?